Okay. I finally got some kerosene for my 237 and I got it running. So I'm gonna make some coffee like all my buddies always do. So I got this little stove here and it's for my buddy Johnny, but I'm gonna cook on it to make me some coffee today. Here's a little pour I made for this lantern. I made it out of a old brake line, and I soldered it. You can see it right there on the bottom, and it's out of dadgummit, I can't. My mind ain't working. It was a glue bottle, like what you glue PVC pipe and stuff with. But anyway, let's get this thing going. I picked this thing up a while back. Let me get I've been using my infinity candle, but it'll get going. Let me give it some water. Got some water somewhere. I can go out and get snow. It snowed all day today, so I know Robert will get mad at me because I'm making instant coffee, but that's just what we got. I ain't got no fancy stir like Robert does. See if we can get this thing to... It'll get hot in a minute. I want you to be able to still see my lantern. Let me move this thing over some. I need to clean up in here, but I rebuilt 2 lanterns this week, and I got kerosene for the 237. I'm gonna get Robert to teach me a little more about it. That thing was really blazing up, and the little burner, the little lip that you do the pre-burn to heat everything worked okay. It just took it a while. I don't know if that thing's ever gonna go down or not. Smutting up my cup. But anyway, we're gonna get some coffee. And I've been playing in the snow all day. Me and Rhonda played in the snow all day. I made a video cooking, and I spent the night in the hot tent last night. And then I just finished my my camplight lantern. Let me get it. So I finished this camplight lantern this week, and I burned it a while ago. Okay, here we go. Look at there. There we go. Now she's purring. That's the way I like her to sound. Pretty, ain't it? It's beautiful. And then I finally wanted a 200A, and I got this one going this week. So I've been busy. I've been having fun. Let me get my coffee. That thing right there is screaming. I just looked at it and I can't see y'all, and I can't see the camera. I know. I'm supposed to percolate coffee, but I'm yucking instant. Cause I ain't never did one of these coffee challenges with my lanterns burning, and all my cool buddies do it. Robert and James and Chuck, and I mean, I'm missing some. Carolina Chris, they all do them. Figure that thing get going in a minute. I never cleaned this one up. I just bought it. The handles burn on the edge, but I'll pick a handle up somewhere. But I'm gonna give it to Johnny because I've got one down there that I use all the time. It's got one of the silver cases. But man, that 237 is screaming, and it's kerosene. The first time I lit it, I was using Coleman fuel, and it blazed up. And Robert sent me some wicks, and I blew the hole in the bottom of the wick. It made me sick, but it's almost boiling. But anyway, Robert and them always. I'm gonna dedicate this cup of coffee to Robert, just because he sends me so much stuff and he's so good to me, and he told me what I ought to do this lantern, and I always go back and watch his videos when I'm working on mine, because he shows such detail on how to do it. He just built one of those camp light deal burners like the one I just showed you, and I watched that video last week, and then I watched the 200A one the other day. But I've got a big collection. One of these days I'll show them to you. I got a Sears lantern, 2 camp brights now, single burner and a dual. I finally got a 200A. I'd like to have one my birthday, so I may sell that one and try to get enough money, because there's one of my birthday that's on eBay, I think, but that's the only one I've ever seen. But I may try to get it. But I got a brown turd over there. I got me an Army lantern. It's got all the tools in it, and then I got I don't know, some in these boxes. I've made boxes for the real good ones, the lanterns. But this 237, I just was on my way back from getting lumber at Lowe's, and the guy had this one in his yard and let me have it for $20. Whew. Tank's getting hot. I hope it's okay. Getting kind of hot on top. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. But anyway, okay. Woo! Hot. Be like Robert in his shop. He's always using his tools to do everything with. Oh yeah, it's boiling. Whoa! Usually you can hear that one burning, but man, you can't hear nothing today. That 237 is humming, which all the lanterns should. Some of them, I'm not getting them all done real good. Robert cleans them things good, and mine's not hissing that strong. Some of the ones I'm building, but I got to get one of those tools to get the underneath the pump, that check valve. I spray it real good with the carburetor cleaner. Robert showed that one time. But I don't get it out and check that BB. But they build pressure, and they're holding pressure, but I just ain't getting a lot of But anyway, this was going out to Robert. And you know, I can name, you know, James and Chuck and Carolina Chris and Ugly Tent and my guy from Georgia Georgia Woodsman and my guys from Wilderness Skills Group. And I can go on. I know I'm missing somebody that I don't even want to miss. So I'm just going to send this cup out to Robert because he's so good to me and he's such an awesome guy. And got me he also the guy that gave me the lantern bug when he gave me that single burn camp light lantern last year when we camped out at the Kentucky Lake camp out, which is awesome. If any of y'all ain't never been there, you need to go because those guys are just big-hearted old guys from the mountains, and they got big old huge hearts in them. But anyway, woo, it's hot. I don't have that fancy button mash stir like Robert's got. Anyway, Robert, this cup goes to you, buddy. Thank you for all that you do. And remember, I always say this, keep God first, Creek Camper out.